Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Sabrina here with another video, and today I'm going to talk about breastfeeding essentials and all of the things I use, things I don't use, why I use them, and things that have really helped me in this breastfeeding journey. For those of you who are new to my channel, I have a 1-year-old who's almost 2, and I also have a 2-month-old, and she's actually 11 weeks old as of yesterday. And so I'm just going to kind of share with you guys what I've used on this breastfeeding journey. I am only nursing one child. I nurse my daughter, my 2-month-old, and I have a son who's a toddler who's weaned. But anyway, I'm going to kind of share what I used with my oldest, and I'm also going to share what I'm using currently. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start this video. But before we do, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time I have new content on my channel. Alright, so let's get started. So before I show you guys the different essentials that I use while breastfeeding, I want to say that I'm 11 weeks postpartum, and this second time around, after having my second child, has been somewhat easier as far as breastfeeding goes. When you breastfeed for the first time, a lot of times it's really hard because you're so sore for sometimes for a full week or two. And this time around it was a lot easier. It just felt like my body picked it right back up, and it just was like, oh, we've done this before, okay, let's do this. And so it's just been a lot easier on me. Just minutes after my daughter was born, I went ahead and tried to breastfeed her, and she picked it right up. She was already sucking and latching, and so our journey has been really easy and very just natural. And so I've been very thankful that I haven't had to be as sore as I was with this. So anyway, now that I've said that, I want to go ahead and show you what I use for my nipple cream / nipple butter. This is a nipple butter that I use, and I used with my son. It is it's the Earth Mama Organics brand, and it's an organic, certified organic brand nipple butter, and it is lanolin free. It is non-sticky, and it absorbs into your skin very well, so it keeps your nipples moist and soft and not dry and cracked. And also it is your baby can digest it. It's not going to be harmful to them, and so you don't have to wash off your nipples afterward or before you feed your child. So it's very easy with that aspect, and it's very natural and safe. So anyway, I would definitely highly recommend this brand or this type of nipple butter. It's really nice, or you can make your own. Sometimes that works too. And the second thing I like to use while breastfeeding is a comfortable nursing / sleep bra. This one, as you can see, has been well used. I use this with my son. I need to get some new ones, but it's very comfortable, and it just kind of pulls down easily so that you can nurse. I know there's a hole there, sorry. My other one is dirty, and so I wasn't able to steal the nice one that I have. But anyway, a nice nursing bra, sleep bra, is so helpful. I mean, it's amazing, especially in those first few weeks, because you're leaky and you just feel like you need support, and because everything gets a little big up there after having a baby, and especially when your milk comes in. So I would highly recommend this type of a bra to sleep in. I will link it in the description. I think I got these off Amazon before my son was born, and they are awesome. Another thing that goes along with that is a regular everyday bra. Just something that's comfortable. I don't like underwire because it hurts. It's not comfortable. And so I have recently, last year and a half, I have switched to wireless bras, and they are so much more comfortable. This is a, let me see, it's a Splendid brand. I will also link this in the description below. It's on Amazon. I don't remember how much I got this, but like I said, I'll link it in the description below. And this is really comfortable. It's not a nursing bra, but it's just as easy to put it on and just pull down like that. So I really like these. Another thing that goes along with that is a lot of times I will just try and wear things that I don't have to wear a bra with, like a tank top that has a built-in bra. So it's just that much easier to just pull down and nurse the child. And it's a lot less constricting, but it also get something that is supportive too, because you're going to need that, especially for the first few weeks when you're just trying to get used to your new weight of milk coming in and a lot of different things that change. Your body changes, it just does. And so another breastfeeding essential is breast pads. These are reusable breast pads that I registered for on Amazon, and so someone got these for me as a gift, and they are nice. They're very absorbent, that is for sure. They've got this soft lining and then it's smooth on the front, and they're all different colors, which is kind of fun. They're machine washable and everything, but the downside to these, I also did not, this is the first time using reusable breast pads with my son. Before, I always used disposable, and those worked great. They're very absorbable, but I just wanted to use something that wasn't disposable and that I could save money on, and rewash or reuse. And so I went with these, and to be honest, I will only ever wear these at night because they stick out of my bras and shirts and tank tops, and so they just they stick out as far as you can see the round pad outside of your clothing. So that's a downside to these, because they're so thick that they stick out of all your clothing. And so it's nice at night because it catches all of the excess milk that you drip. But in the daytime, what I have been actually using are just regular pads from bras I've had recently that have pad inserts. I just take those out actually and put them in my tank tops and shirts and bras that I wear. And those work too. They just don't always. In the beginning, you need something that is very absorbent because your milk has come in, and you need to catch all that, because otherwise you're going to leak and it's going to be wet and uncomfortable there. So I would definitely get some sort of absorbable pad, whether that's reusable, whether that's disposable, whatever. Just get something that's clean and really absorbs all the milk. Anyway, with that said, we're going to go ahead and move on to something I just bought recently, and this is a Haka breast pump. I also have a regular breast pump, which I'll talk about that later, but this is awesome. It's 100% silicone, and it is a hand pump. It's hand expression kind of thing. And so essentially how you use it is you push this down, you put it over your breast, and then you let it go, and it suctions to your breast. Sorry if that's a little TMI. But it suctions there, and then it lets all the excess milk so while you're breastfeeding on one side, you can put this on your other side, and it will literally catch all the milk that drips from you nursing your baby. And so all the extra milk is caught in this, so no waste. Isn't that awesome? And so I did not use this with my first child, but I am using it with my daughter, and I'm loving it. So guys, this is awesome. If you want to try and build up a stockpile in the freezer of milk, this is the way to go, because with a regular breast pump, you have to take time out of your day to sit down and use a breast pump. With this, you only have to, while you're nursing the baby, which you do anyway, you just put this on the other end or on the other side, and voila, you have milk. I like to just put it on there and kind of pump by hand, and so that I get a little bit more milk if I want more milk out of that, especially in the morning, because my daughter sleeps through the night. Thank you, Lord. And so a lot of times I'll be very full in the morning, and so while I'm nursing on the other side, I will get a good portion of milk, of excess milk. Anyway, so that is another really good breastfeeding essential. And actually, a friend of mine recommended this, I don't know, when I was pregnant or when I had just had my son. She has her oldest is just a little bit younger than mine, and her second is a little older than my second. And so we've been pregnant around the same times. And so she had recommended this a while ago, and I just had never tried it. And so with my second child, I was like, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and take her advice and I'm gonna try it. And so I did, and she's a fellow YouTuber, guys. You should check her channel out. I will link it up here in the card section, and you can go ahead and check her out. She kind of inspired me to make my own channel. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on. Oh, and her channel is called Wilson Homestead, and so I'll make sure to link that. But anyway, moving on. So now the next item on my list is a multivitamin. Now this is a prenatal vitamin. This is the same one I used in my pregnancy with my second child, and it's awesome. I would highly recommend it. It is a probiotic too, and so it's a fermented one. And I don't know, guys, it has really helped me, and with keeping my milk supply up, and I've never really ever had a milk supply problem, not even with my first son or with my first child, but it just kind of helps you feel like, okay, I'm good, I'm covered. I kind of have, you're not going to be worried about not getting the right vitamins that you need. So this is really awesome. I'd highly recommend it. I will also link this in the description, but a good multivitamin helps with your milk supply, helps with energy, and helps you get that extra nutrients that you're going to need while breastfeeding, because you're definitely going to need it. Anyway, so moving on. Another item is colic tablets. This is a Highlands brand homeopathic. It's for babies. And you know, babies can tend to get gassy with different foods that you eat. A lot of babies can be very sensitive to different foods that you eat and comes through your milk. And so having a nice homeopathic that isn't going to hurt your baby, so make sure it's all natural. This is an all natural brand, healthy, and I would really recommend it. It's one that my mom used when she had children, or when she was having all of us kids, and has used it for most of us actually. Anyway, so I would highly recommend this. This helps with babies who are super sensitive and you're trying to figure out what is causing them to be gassy, but sometimes you can't. And so this helps with just those little tummy problems that you're just like, I don't know what to do. This helps with that. It'll help them relax, their tummy to relax, and kind of just help them get rid of that. So anyway, there's that. Another thing is a nursing cover. I did not have, I had one with my son too, and it's like it was a striped, it was a different brand, but this one I've been using recently with my daughter is this one, which I actually got with my son, but I was not going to wear this while having a boy. I just didn't feel comfortable with that. So I have a girl now, so I was going to go ahead and use this, but it is trying to remember exactly what the brand is called. I'll try to link one of these in the description below. But I'm not sure what the brand is, but anyway, it's really nice and stretchy, and it has a narrower top to it, and then a longer or a wider bottom. So you're covered and modest. I try to be very modest in my while breastfeeding, especially in public, just because I think that I'm a Christian and I believe that God wants us to be modest, but also I don't think that, I think that breastfeeding should be normal. I don't think people should be, offended if a woman is breastfeeding in public. It is very normal and natural, and is a God gave it to us to feed our children. I mean, we should not be ashamed of that. And so this is a way that I can breastfeed in public, but also modestly, so that, so that everything's covered, but also, people know what I'm doing under there. It's very obvious, and I want them to know, because breastfeeding is good. It's a good thing. You should not be ashamed of it. Anyway, so moving on, it's awesome. It's a great nursing cover. I love it. Also, if you don't have a nursing cover, specific nursing cover, I like to use a swaddle blanket. This is a muslin swaddle blanket that I got on Amazon. Actually, someone got me on Amazon for my baby shower, but I love this color, guys. Isn't it pretty? But another idea, if you don't have a nursing cover, is to take two ends of the swaddle blanket, tie it in a knot, and then put it over your head, and voila, look at that. And so while you're nursing, you can just, you even have enough room in here so you can just peek and see how your baby's doing. You can also cover all the way around you, or most of the way around you, so that you're very modest. Oh, watch me fall. So that you're nice and modest, but you can also see your baby and check on her. So anyway, that's another idea that has really helped me. But anyway, moving on. Another thing, and I think that, yeah, this is the last item, is a breast pump. Guys, this is awesome. I mean, like I had said before, the Haka is great, this pump right here, but if you're really trying to get a bunch of milk, or what this comes in handy is when you start leaving your baby with other people. So I have a mother-in-law and a mom who love to watch my kids, and which is great. And so I start right around 2 to 3 months. I start leaving them with people for just a handful of hours, first like 2 hours, then I'll stretch it as she gets older. That's what I did with my son, and I'm gonna do it with her. She's just 2 months now. Well, she's almost 3 months, but we'll take our time. But this comes in handy because when you are on the road and you don't have her with you, this comes in handy because you can pump. So when you don't have your baby with you and you can't nurse because she's not there, this comes in handy to carry with you. And it's like a little bag, so you can carry it and nobody would be the wiser of what it is. Not that it matters if they know what it is or whatever. I will link this in the description and you can see how it works. There's other YouTube tutorials. Maybe I'll do that, a YouTube tutorial on how I use my breast pump, but it comes in handy when you're on the go and don't have your child with you, and so you can pump and you're not full and uncomfortable. So anyway, that comes in really handy, and you can also, it'll help you stock up a freezer pile. That's what I did with my son, but with this time around, I'm definitely using this more for the stockpile. Also, make sure you have a good freezer stockpile of breast milk so that whoever's watching your baby can just take milk out of the freezer or fridge and just warm it up. I like to warm it up in water, not the microwave. If you do it in the microwave, it kills all the good nutrients in your breast milk. So I like to heat it up in some water, hot water, and then leave it there for a while till it warms up, and then I'll put it in a bottle. I would make sure before you start leaving your child with someone, make sure that they know how to drink from a bottle. I like to use bottles that are similar to your breasts or similar to your nipples, so that it's easier for them to kind of switch over. With my son, I did both bottle feed but mostly breastfeed. I was exclusively pretty much breastfeeding. It's just when I left him with other people, like with his father, with my husband, or with his grandma, nana, whatever, that there was some form that they could feed the child on their own. Just a good bottle that mimics your nipple essentially is really good, and it helps them transition. So I'm starting to transition her so that I can go places without her, and so yeah, we're gonna see how that goes, but just a slow journey. Anyway guys, so that's pretty much all that I use. I was going to kind of talk about things that I don't use and why I don't use them, but I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. If you guys have any questions for me, please comment in the description below, or in the comment section below, and I will try to answer as best I can. But really that's all I use, and I try to keep it simple because I don't think you need a whole lot of things to breastfeed your child with. I don't have a whole lot of clothes that are breastfeeding special clothes, nursing friendly essentially, that are made specifically for nursing, but what I do use is just clothing that is easy and nursing accessible, so breastfeeding accessible. So like, don't get something that is up to here and can't come up here. Don't get a dress that the only way to nurse your child is hiking up the dress. It's just not going to be helpful. So I try to find clothes that are easy to just pull down or pull up. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please let me know how you liked it. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them the best I can. And please comment any tips or tricks you guys have that you've learned over the years that you have really liked. I love to talk to other mamas and share helpful tips and tricks that help with breastfeeding and just child rearing. But anyway, so I guess I will see you guys next time, and have a great day.